boys and girls. Today we're going to do our first lesson on flipping your classroom, and it happens to be our new chapter 8 and the first lesson, which happens to be perimeter. So we've not really talked about perimeter this year, but you have probably talked about it last year as a third grader. So what I would like to do is take this time to review what perimeter is, do some examples, and make sure that you understand how to calculate it. So let's take a look at perimeter, and you need to get out a sheet of paper. If you would, on that sheet of paper, record the definition of perimeter, which is the distance around a polygon. Now, the formula that we're going to use for perimeter is P equals A plus B plus C plus D. And I have an example here for you to look at, and you can see that it's a rectangle, and how I know it's a rectangle is my opposite sides are congruent or equal. So sometimes when you get these problems, they're not always going to have all of the numbers there for you. So if it is a rectangle, you're going to know that the opposite sides are congruent even if they don't give you those numbers. So I just want you to make sure that you know that. So what we're going to do, first I need to grab my marker, is calculate the perimeter for this particular shape. So basically, I'm going to put P equals 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6, which, when we add all of those together, equals 16. Now I have to label that with centimeters because they gave me centimeters. So that would be our first example for perimeter with a rectangle. Now we're not always going to have simple shapes, so we're going to take a look at some more complex ones, like this one. And as you can see, this particular shape has lots of different measurements and different sizes that we need to take into account. So when we write that formula down, write our numbers in, we're going to have 5 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 10. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a hard time adding that direction, so I'm going to go ahead and stack my numbers. So write those down again, make it a little bit easier for me to add those up. And I'm going to group my numbers because that makes it even easier. Those equal 10. This one equals 10. So basically I have a 10, 10, 10, and 8, which is going to give me 38. So my perimeter for this strange shape is going to be 38 centimeters once again. Okay? Now let's try another one. This shape almost looks like a hat, but we've got, again, lots of different measurements, so we're just going to go ahead and add them all together, just like we've done with the others. 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, and 6. So we've got 6, 2, 4, 6, so 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 3 is 18. 18 inches for this particular one. And that is our perimeter. So on that same sheet of paper that you wrote down your vocabulary word, I've got some warm-up problems that I would like you to complete before you come to class next time. For these fractions, I would like you to give me the decimal and the percent, and make sure you have those ready when you come to class. So what do I need to bring to class next time? I need to bring my paper with my vocabulary and any notes that I took when I was watching the video, and I also need to bring these warm-up problems that will be completed when you come to class, unless you're having difficulty, of course, and then we can sit down and work on them together. So again, these videos are pretty neat because if you need to go back and rewatch them, you can. If you got stuck on something and need to see it again, you always have the option to do that as well. If you missed the vocabulary word or missed a problem, you can always rewind the video and watch it again. So until next time, guys, see ya!